And we're recording. Recording has started. Good day. Welcome again to Comics Elite. I'm Drew.
I'm Kyle.
Not Kevin. And if you're going to be watching this later live, not live, but through YouTube, you'll see in our subtitles, it's Kyle, not Kevin. All right. So we're all clear.
Very important.
This time, hopefully we're clear.
Yep.
So we're going to be doing a new addition to the Comics Elite show lineup. It's called Comics for Newbies. Comics for the Noobs. So there's I was actually went out to the barber shop today getting my haircut, and I was talking to the barber, and she said, I've got a kid. He's really into X-Men comics. It's like I just don't know where to start with them. Don't know where to go. Don't know where to start.
Common thing you notice from people that don't really know. It's like, how do I get started in comics?
Yeah, it's like they love the cartoons. They love the movies.
Yep.
Oh, so these are based on comics. Where do I start with the comics?
Right, because generally these people know if, the Marvel movies have been big for 10 years now, 10 years plus, and people are like, well, they're obviously older than that, so how do I go back 60 years-ish to read? Do I have to start from the very beginning? It's like, I don't know how to get those comics. Some of those are out of print, old, expensive. Yeah.
And another thing is a lot of those aren't good jumping on points. They're not, unfortunately. A lot of them you have to really know the lore to get into it.
Right.
So it's very rare in some occasions to find a good jumping on point story that you can hit from Jump Street and you can get sucked right in, not having to know much about anything. It can just guide you along the way.
Right. It's like, do I read a 5-issue miniseries, 12-issue miniseries? What runs?
Do I need to read all 300 issues that Chris Claremont wrote of the X-Men?
Right. It's like, no, you don't.
No.
Spoiler alert.
No, you don't. So today, our very first episode, Kyle and I talked about this. We felt we've got a list. We've got a list of ones we're going to do. And I thought a good way to kick off with this would be Green Lantern Rebirth. This is, a lot of people like Green Lantern. Maybe they don't know that much about Hal Jordan. They like the idea of Green Lantern. They like John Stewart. And this was written and made back in 2004. By Jeff Johns. He was, kind of newish.
Yeah, he was making a name.
Kind of making a name for himself at that point. And Ethan Van Sciver was pretty much brand new.
Yeah.
Ethan Van Sciver was like brand new. Like no one really knew about this guy. He was from Holly Heroes originally.
Yep.
The Cyberfrog. Then he went to Harris Comics, the Cyberfrog there, and Vampirella and some stuff. Yep. Then he got picked up by DC. He did Impulse. He did Flash Iron Heights. Not much. And he teamed up with Jeff Johns on this in 2004, and boom, legendary run.
Pretty much, yes. It cemented them.
Yeah,
in the pantheon of
before we jump into this, we're gonna go back. We're gonna jump in our DeLorean, go into '88 and go back to 2004 and 2003. So at this point in Green Lantern lore, 2004, the core was gone.
Yep,
there was no core. Period. Decimated. Kyle Rayner was the only Green Lantern at this point. Hal had been dead since Final Night.
Yep.
He had sacrificed himself to save the Sun Eater, I think.
Yep.
I guess. But he was the Spectre at this point. Hal Jordan was the Spectre at this point. So he was the right hand of God, the vengeance right hand of God. And John Stewart was not a Green Lantern.
Nope.
Guy Gardner was a bar owner. He owned Warriors.
Yeah,
it was kind of like his bar was like the Planet Hollywood of superheroes, pretty much, which is great.
It's very Booster Gold.
Yes, it is. It is very Booster Gold of him.
Yeah.
And Kyle was the only Green Lantern, and Kilowog was. I think some of the other Green Lanterns were kind of just barely alive, just hanging on in the Outer Rims.
Yeah.
And there was, and at this point, the Guardians had steadily come back. Because I think Kyle Rayner had been able to resurrect.
Yeah, was it Gant? Not Gant. Was Gant that resurrected yet?
Yeah, I think so. He remember Kyle Rayner resurrected like a bunch of like young kid Guardians.
Yeah, when he became Ion.
Yes, when he became Ion. Yeah.
Yeah.
So at this point, it was a pretty dark time, and essentially, Jeff Johns and Ethan Van Sciver, they wanted a brand new. You don't need to know anything going into this. We're bringing back the hero. We're bringing back Hal Jordan, and he's going to be the badass again.
Yeah, well, they wanted it to be. It's like you could bring back any character you want.
Yeah, and Green Arrow had just come back at this point. Green Arrow was dead. Kevin Smith brought him back, and that was a great story.
That was awesome.
Yeah, granted, there were some deep lore cuts in that, which are very strange. Where it's like if you don't know like Sandman lore, there's certain characters you're not going to know. And
which I'm not very big on Sandman. I'm just like, all right.
It got to like issues 8 or 9 of that Green Arrow run. I'm like, this guy and his beast, and why is Morpheus locked up in this? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm too tired.
Yeah, I had to have read Sandman 20 years ago to understand this. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
But this one, we're going to show it. So we have this copy of Comixology. We're going to guide you along the way. We're going to show you some of the high points, because we could be here all day talking about this.
This is gorgeous art and awesome dialogue.
Yes.
We could go through every page.
This is the gold standard. And Jeff Johns told Ethan Van Sciver, point blank, you're going to be signing this comic for the rest of your life. And sure enough, he's true. He's right. He's true. It's true about that. Yeah.
Well, in my copy that I have a sketch from Ethan Van Sciver.
Can we show it on the camera? Yeah. So if you're tuning in on this, from 2007. We're going to hold it up close.
That is an original sketch from EVS in my copy of Green Lantern Rebirth. Oh, so he's right.
Yes, he was right. You're right. So we're going to jump. Let's go ahead and get started on this. This has been reprinted. This is 2021 at this point.
Yep.
This has been reprinted God knows how many times.
Yeah.
I've got all the original issues. I got the second prints at home. I've got issues signed by Jeff Johns and Ethan Van Sciver, numbered and coded, which is great. And I've got the Absolute Edition at home.
Yep.
And if you don't own, after we show this to you, hopefully we've convinced you to buy this. Just hopefully you can find a trade at least. I know you can be able to get it here at Comics Elite. Message the page. They should be able to order it off Diamond. Should not be a problem. Everyone needs to have this in their home.
Yep.
All right. So this cover is beautiful. This kind of shows that the big guns, who they are. You got Kilowog, Hal, Kyle, Guy, John. Those are your stars. Ethan Van Sciver's signature down there at the bottom, 2004.
Yeah.
Terrific. All right. We're gonna go ahead and skip some. All right. Where's my
browse pages?
Browse pages. There it is. All right. God, this is Ethan Van Sciver, 2004. We were new to this guy, and his work was just beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
So, yeah, this was, the blackest night at that point.
It was.
And you have Kyle Rayner coming back to Earth, crash lands.
Yeah, because he just went out into space. Just to try to find himself and figure out his purpose.
Yeah. His special purpose.
Yeah.
And when we get introduced to, Ethan Van Sciver said, drawing this page it was the most biggest pain in the butt of his life doing this. He said, never again.
Yeah. I mean, look at that stadium.
Yes.
I mean, that looks like a pain in the ass.
Yes, it was. And I love how Guy and John look here. It's beautiful. I guess John was back to being a Green Lantern at this point. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
Misremembered that. And there he is, Hal Jordan, taking a day off from being the Spectre.
The best part of that is when he's
too far ahead.
When he's in the stadium, people start coming up to him, confessing their sins. Then he has to leave.
Mm-hmm.
It's Awesome.
Did that jump at a certain point? Interesting, because it felt like it should have been. There's that. It goes to page 20 and 21.
It's interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting because I thought, you see everyone confessing their sins to him. Great seats. Oh, here we go. There it is. Okay, I guess there was a gap right there. Yeah. Okay, they jumped. And everyone starts confessing their sins to him. Bear in mind, this is only issue 1. Like we said, he was a Spectre at this point. And there's Green Arrow and Holly. There's the Black Hand.
Awesome.
Yes. There's the Quiver. That was named by Harley Quinn in Injustice.
That's right.
Or the Arrow Cave, if you will. But
why don't you call it the Quiver?
That's not bad. Oh man, this is beautiful artwork. Jeez, and where's the money shot?
Yeah,
where's the money shot? There's the money shot. Spectre shows up.
Yeah,
and
punish me.
Punish me. Great visuals, man. I love Ethan Van Sciver's Green Arrow and just how Ollie looks. That's great. Just looks just like flipping Robin Hood.
Yeah, he does.
A lot of great moments in this. Oh, and Ethan Van Sciver's Batman. This was like one of the first times he drew Batman too. His Batman looked amazing.
Yeah, some of these panels are awesome.
Jeez.
No, and this is great.
Oh,
That bottom right panel.
Yes.
What is the Batman when you're not afraid of him? You're just a man. One reason why Batman just hates Hal Jordan more than anything because he has no fear.
Yes.
It's great.
Yeah, Ethan Van Sciver, his Batman has that great Brian Bolland-esque look to it. And then we notice the Ferris aircrafts. Oh, it's all come back to life. Ferris aircraft, because Hal Jordan and Carol Ferris were in a relationship. She owned the airfield. Oh, all the jets are back to being 100% again.
Weird.
And boom, there's Hal. Love it.
Yeah, like in this, we had Jeff Johns get tasked with the backstory of the bomber jacket.
Yes.
The backstory of why, when Hal Jordan was parallaxed, why his temples went gray. Like little things like that. It's like we fully understood why.
And we hear, where is it at? He talks about the jacket. I think it's right here. That's what that jacket, keeping it half open, in case someone needs it.
Yeah, it's like a like a flashback scene when they're kids. Like he's holding it when he was a kid.
Yeah.
It's further on.
Okay, let's fast forward. Okay, that was issue 1. Great moments in this. Issue 2, Enemies Within.
These are great titles.
This is pretty much catching you up on the past. There they are. Here it is. When Hal was a kid. Yeah.
There's the jacket. Yeah.
Jacket to hold on to. I said you could read a man's integrity. Read his integrity. The way he wears jacket.
Got no integrity.
Yeah. Head it high on his shoulders, close to his neck, but open, ready to offer it to anyone who needed it more than him.
It's awesome.
Yeah. How bright and promising and hopeful everything looked, and then boom, here he is, the Spectre. He's lost everything.
Yeah,
regretting his life. How things have gone. Trying to make amends. Oh, Superman by Ethan Van Sciver. It's amazing.
Yep,
love it. And Guy back to being. Yeah, I love it. Beware my power.
Yeah, it's like the fear is kind of taking over. Why? John went crazy and started blowing up everybody
and going off on Batman.
Yeah, and Superman, and then why Guy comes back, and then Kilowog comes back, and they start going after the Guardian and Kyle.
Yep, there's Hal's body right there. Oh, just these covers by Ethan Van Sciver were just beautiful too. If you may not be that into the story, which I don't see how you couldn't be into the story, but the story about redemption, just coming back. And just the artwork in this is just beautiful.
I mean, when
awesome.
I was a kid, when I was reading Green Lantern, that's when Hal Jordan became Parallax.
Yeah, me too.
Zero Out, like all that stuff. Like that's when I started reading comics, and so this was such a great story for me.
You did it, Jordan.
This is great.
Great art.
Awesome fight scenes.
The Watchtower everything is just so intricately detailed by Ethan Van Sciver. Love it.
You see pain, anguish. I mean, torment.
There he is, Parallax.
Yeah,
there he is. Pretty much a space bug, space demon, fear bug,
fear demon bug thing.
Yeah, it got in. I guess it got entrapped in the battery, and Hal didn't realize it. It had pretty much affected him. And when they in the 90s they made him look older by adding the gray temples. We're just saying, oh, he looks older. No, it was fear, the white hair, the first signs of being infected by Parallax.
Yeah, what's the first thing that happens when you're struck with overwhelming fear? You go gray.
Gray, yeah, or like Heather Langenkamp in Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, or Rogue in the first X-Men movie. Yeah.
My God, I look like I'm 20.
Yeah. Aren't you?
Yeah. And then we see not long after that, he got overcame with fear, and he lost Coast City to Mongol from the Death of Superman run. If you haven't read that, we'll probably get into that someday, maybe. I don't know if that's really for noobs, but it's kind of difficult. But we'll figure it out.
But this is a perfect backstory. This sums everything up, pretty much.
He was overcome with fear, anger, everything, and just took down anyone and everyone in the Corps and took Sinestro's life. Or so we thought.
Yeah. Apparently snapped his neck.
We saw that. Yeah. He fully turned around that neck. But
okay.
And there's the final night. Yeah. He sacrificed himself to save Earth. One last redemption.
Yeah.
But
wasn't enough.
Was not enough. And King the Spectre. That's awesome. Look at that.
His parallax, like that
Yeah.
creepy
Good
smile.
Yes.
It's haunting.
There it is. Love it.
Yeah.
Man. And we did it with Kyle too. Oh, it's the skin bag of Hal right there. Love it. Oh, there he is. Mr. Forehead himself.
Yep.
God, Sinestro. Back. Oh, that cover right there.
Ooh.
Beautiful. And this we're on to issue 3, I believe. Yep, they're being attacked. There they are. The 2, they're infected at this point, but they kind of show later on. I'm gonna see if I can get to that a little later on. I'm showing you these beautiful pages. There he is, the Spectre. He does a great job of explaining, how each core member uses their Green Lantern energy differently. I love that money shot.
There it is.
Get the hell away from them. He's back.
Yeah, you see John Stewart's an architect, so you see him building things like an architect.
Yes. I love it. Yeah, Jeff Johns took the time to really explain how each lantern of Earth was different in how they used their rings, how they approached creating constructs differently. Oh, look at that. Oh, if he's still flying, he's just become a Green Lantern. He's Sinestro.
Yep.
You're seeing your time.
Love great.
It's supposed to impress me.
Yeah.
I just love that snarkiness, that pencil mustache, just that air of just douchebaggery. He's better than everyone else. You know?
Just how EVS wanted to envision Sinestro.
Yes.
It's awesome.
God, look at that intricately detailed asteroid belt. It's awesome. Beautiful. And this was the first time they met. They met, yeah. First time meeting when Hal Jordan is Hal. Not Parallax, not old, they're actually meeting each other in their primes, and there it is, right there.
Boom. Mm-hmm. Like, because how this is normally done or sometimes done, it's shut up, old man. I know what I'm doing. I'm the new guy. You're the old timer. It's like, no, he had respect for everybody in this, and it was perfectly done.
Or now it's shut up, boomer.
Exactly. And that's exactly how it would be now. It'd be some black transgendered female thing telling Hal Jordan to shut up and I'm stronger than you and always will be sort of thing.
Oh, love it. Light them up.
Yeah.
Listen for fear. Remember fear. Remember fear. You can shake off Parallax. Boom. There it is. Yeah, you're not doing anything.
Oh,
man.
There it is.
Money shot. Last issue. And boom. Smack. Love it. One punch. Now, if you don't, if this is a good fan service callback. In the Justice League series in the 1980s, Batman knocked out Guy Gardner with one punch. So this point, Guy Gardner's watching on as Batman gets knocked out by one punch. Yeah, Hal Jordan, which is great, arrogant as ever. Man, it's money. Yeah, here we go. This is what I'm talking about. Yeah, John's constructs built from the inside out. Look close, you can see every nut and bolt. Guy Gardner is like a leaky water faucet. It's always wanted to fly. His willpower cannot wait to get free.
Perfect.
Yeah. Kilowog's his ring is the only one that makes sound, like a cannon exploding.
I love that. Like, that is so badass.
Oh, here we go. And money shot. Love it. I can't begin to imagine how much this original artwork would go for now. It's nuts.
Hundreds.
Yeah, hundreds. Many, many hundreds. And here's Kyle Rayner. He's an artist. So Kyle's always sketching in his head, always improving things while he's doing it, constantly being refined by his own imagination. He's never satisfied. He's an artist.
That's great.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Oh, man. Love it. And they're reciting their oath. There it is. Yeah, it's Sinestro trying to break in, trying to infect everyone. Oh, look at that blast! Money shot again. These pages are amazing, dynamic. You don't get pages like this anymore, folks. You really don't. I'm sounding like an old record, but really, if you compare these pages now to, today.
Yeah,
from DC.
Liam Sharp is awesome.
Liam Sharp is terrific.
Great.
Yeah, he is. He is probably. Right? Liam Sharp, Liam Sharp, Jason Fabok, Brett Booth.
Yeah.
Right now are probably the 3 closest guys you'll get with quality like this.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, folks. A lot of the other artists don't come close to this. I mean, I think some people don't like the detail on this. Some people just don't like the detail.
I don't know why
I don't know why
you
wouldn't.
book.
Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, why you would not want big explosive art like this. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, the showdown between Hal and Batman.
He just says, "Do you expect me to believe this?"
Yes.
I love it.
Yeah. So you're back.
Always a skeptic.
Oh, there he is, Hector Hammond.
God, that is so creepy.
Yeah.
It's creepy. Giant ass head.
Yeah. There he is, Hal Jordan, back working on the Jets. And that's when he first met Abin Sur and got the ring. Here we go. Got some original art pages. Oh, black and whites. So, like I said, guys, this is a great jumping on point for this comic, for Green Lantern, period. If you don't know who Hal Jordan is, you don't know who the Green Lantern Corps are, you don't know how the rings work, you don't know how they use them differently, you don't know how willpower or fear work, how it infects them, you learn it all right here.
Yeah, you get everything here.
Yes, you get the relationship between Carol and Hal in a page, summing it up.
Yeah, you get relationships between the other Justice League members and the Green Lantern Corps. I mean, you get everything.
Absolutely.
And it's very succinct.
That is amazing.
That's cool.
Yes, I wish I had that. Holy crap. Yeah, Jeff Johns, at the time, this was the big thing. At that point, he had just done Stars and Stripe, worked on JSA, but then he did this, knocked it out of the park. Ethan Van Sciver, first did Cyberfrog for Hollow Heroes, then he went to Harris, he worked on Impulse, and then boom, got this. Yeah.
Then you're a name.
Then you're suddenly the name. And everyone wants to work with you. Everyone wants your art. Everyone wants to be your writer.
Yep. You can charge whatever you want for your pages.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, when he talks about the figures, how much he was making, it is ridiculous how much he made.
Page rate went up.
But we got to remember now, making money is bad in the industry.
Very bad.
Yes, making money is bad. Yes.
It's not about that.
It's not about exactly. Yeah. It's all about living with your 5 roommates in New York City and everyone sharing one Netflix account.
Yeah, it's not about spending money. It's about making money.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Look at that.
I'll never forget it.
I'll never. This is a graphic novel you will never forget. From any of these pages to the dialogue, get the hell away from them. Oh.
I mean, it's all written perfectly.
Yes, it is. Everyone is written in character. The dialogue is written like people, how they would actually talk, how these characters would interact with one another. It's not Twitter speak.
Nope.
I just finished reading Children of the Atom earlier this week, and that was Twitter speak. How those people talked is not how people talk to each other in real life. That's how you talk to someone on Twitter. Yeah,
when you have a character limit.
Yes.
And what you can say.
Yes, exactly. That's not how you talk to someone. No. This is how you talk to people. This is how you're going to interact with people. This is how you're going to interact with people you don't like, people people you do respect, people you just met. Yes.
Yeah. Like it's like Batman is always skeptical. Batman, he doesn't go on long soliloquies.
Yes.
You see his word bubbles. He doesn't say much. And that's exactly how Batman would work. Questioning everything.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
God, I love that.
I loved Guy Gardner as a kid. Like he is an asshole, and so am I. So it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, it's like you see. I mean, I love Hal, I love John, I love Kyle, but my God, I just love Guy just because he is just a cocky, smarmy asshole. I love it. I love it. It's what he has that character in him. You love that.
Yeah. Like you love to hate him, hate to love him, sort of thing. It's that love-hate thing. It constantly, and in my background being in law enforcement, I was always drawn to Green Lantern also, and they are the space police force. They're cops, and that's how cops talk to each other, and I think it's perfect.
Space cops.
Yeah.
Oh God, this page, man. Look at that. Wonder Woman's beautiful.
Yeah, look at that.
Zatanna's beautiful.
That Batman is Todd McFarlane-esque. Look at that cape.
I think this was really his first time doing Batman. So he made it count. He absolutely did. Love it. Back to fixing things, Jordan. I love it. Oh, man. So I'm not gonna lie, people. If you want a great jumping up, oh, that's beautiful. Want a great jumping on point to Green Lantern. You don't know jack and squat about Green Lantern.
Yep.
This is the comic book to jump on with. Green Lantern Rebirth. This is like I said, we're reading from the trade paperback. This is on Comixology. It's completely digital. Or if you're like us, I like physical media.
Yep.
I like physical print. Come on, Comixology, catch up. Come on.
The video.
It's thinking.
Yeah, this podcast is not sponsored by.
Yeah, clearly it's not sponsored by Comixology. I think Comixology caught on to us. It's like, wait a minute, you're giving us free advertising right now. We don't like this. Or some of the artists or sometimes we say aren't that good. Or it's probably chiming in right now to Comixology.
Probably.
Yeah. But this is a great jumping on point. I highly encourage you get this. I cannot recommend this highly enough. This is going to be on your bookshelf probably for the rest of your life.
Should be.
It should be. Honestly, once you read this, you're going to want to reread it again, give it to your kids. This is heroes being heroes, villains being villains, traditional, great storytelling. You're not being lectured at all at any point in this. It's terrific.
It's got heart. It's got,
yes.
I mean, it's funny. It's heart-wrenching. It's scary. I mean, it's got everything.
Yes.
In it.
Great sci-fi action movie with a heart.
Yeah. This is what I want out of Green Lantern.
Yes. And I guess great jumping on point for anyone. So thank you. This wraps up our video.
Yeah.
For the week. Appreciate it, guys. I hope you guys had fun. Hope you guys enjoyed some of the pages, some of the artwork. I know that we had a blast doing this. I hope you guys had fun as well. And we're going to continue this series. We're going to look at the list. I know we got a list of titles we're going to do for newbies. Don't worry, we're not going to throw in Watchmen. I'm sorry, we're not going to do Watchmen. I mean,
everyone loves Watchmen.
Yeah.
Any comic fan loves Watchmen, but the first time I read Watchmen, I was way too young and I had no idea what the hell was going on.
Yeah, it can be a bit much for people, and not really a good one to jump on with. I've got some Superman ones I'm going to do, which are some good jumping on points. There's some Flash good ones we'll be doing, and hope you guys had fun. And please check out Green Lantern Rebirth, Comixology, or you can get it through Comics Elite.
Yep.
And thanks for tuning in. I'm Drew.
I'm Kyle.
Not Kevin. And we'll see you guys again next time.